Alright guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to map your network drive. It's going to be awesome. Some people don't know how to do it, and it's going to show you. I'm going to tell you another step that some people don't know about after to make the experience even more pleasurable. But yeah, let's get right into it. So before we get started, the first thing you're going to do is if you have your network attached storage, your NAS, your server, whatever, make sure it has a static IP address. If you don't have a static IP address, if your router gets a firmware update and restarts, or if the power goes out and the router restarts, or you physically restarting your router through the settings, it'll get a new IP address and you won't be able to connect to the map drive anymore. You'll have to remap it with the new IP address that your router gives it. So set it to a static IP address so that you want it and it just stays there. So no matter if the router goes offline, comes back on, restarts, power goes out, it keeps the same address. Just giving you a heads up. All right, let's get into it. So first we're going to do is open up this PC. And depending on, this will work on Windows 7, 8, 10, and 11, of course. All you got to do is go to, and all the other ones too, just got to find the setting, but it's just map drive. On the Windows 11, you got to hit the three dots. You hit map drive. I'm going to hit connect using different credentials. Because I've already done this before. I mean, I'm not even at home right now. I'm literally outside on my VPN, and I'm gonna connect to my server from my someone else's house that I'm at. I just want to do this video for you guys because he didn't know either. So it's just to help people out. So all you're gonna want to do is the connect. I'm going to connect using different credentials. You can just leave it unchecked unless you have different a different server you connect to and you want a different address, like different like password and stuff like that. Because if I just hit reconnect, once I put the password in the first time, it's just as soon as I click the other server, it's just gonna and I hit OK, it'll just log me into it and then it'll be added. I won't have to do anything because I did the password for the first one. I'm gonna pretend like I've never done these passwords before, so it doesn't know, like I'm a new person to show you guys. So first of all, you want to click the folder, and you're going to want to hit the little slash right above the enter key, the little side slash. It looks like this. It has to be the one above the enter key. You want to hit it twice. 1, 2. Then you put the IP address of the server or the NAS you're trying to access. You go 192.168. Oops, cancel. I actually hit enter. 192.168.1.117. Then I'm going to hit browse. And now I can see it. It's going to go here, and I want to access it. Now, it might give you another password. I've already accessed this server before, so it's going to say, hey, before you can even see these folders in here, you need to enter the password to show that you verify that you can even look at the folders. So once you have that, then it will look like this page. So now, I'm going to select my phone, and I'm going to select OK. And I'm going to hit, let's see, hit finish. And it's going to ask for the password. I'm going to go my password in. I'm going to hit remember credentials. And I'm going to hit OK. And boom, there's my phone. All my stuff, my backup, my phone. I will be doing a video on how to set that up. I have my own personal cloud storage on my phone. So it goes here. So I have to pay Apple iCloud. Because remember, no matter how rich you are, you only get 2 terabytes. So yeah. That's why, and I don't want to have to worry, and it's just easier to manage. I don't have to go through their stuff. I can do it from home. I never have to plug my phone into my computer ever to do anything. It's awesome. I will be doing a video on it, so hit that like button, subscribe button, and the bell notification so you never miss any of my videos for you guys. All right, so we got that accessed. Now, if we exit out, it's going to show right here, network locations. And all I got to do is double click, and I'm in every time. So the cool thing about this is, when you do file transfers to it, it's going to have this pop-up that every time you do a new transfer, it's saying, oh, are you sure this is a trusted source? That'll be very annoying. So what you guys are going to want to do, click the start button again, and you're going to want to type in internet, and then internet options should come up. Go to internet options, and you're going to go security. You're going to want to go to local. You want to hit sites. And you're going to make sure this is automatically detect network stuff. Make sure that's checked up here, and all these are checked. Hit advanced, and you're going to want to put the IP address in. So I'm going to show you guys again. So I'm just going to hit the same address we just went to, 92.16. Oops, did I do it right? No, I did not do it right. 2.168.1.117. Now, I have multiple servers, so I have different IP addresses in there because I have multiple servers that host different hard drives, and each one of those is a whole bunch of map stuff. It's just, when you go crazy, you go crazy. But yeah, so we got that in there, and hit close, and then I'm going to hit apply, okay, and then you're going to hit apply if you haven't done it, and then you're going to hit okay. Now, it'll just be like if you have another folder in your computer or a USB drive, dragging will be the same. It just depends on the latency and the connection. Remember, this is getting, if I'm taking something off my server from home and I'm not at home, remember, it's the upload. So if you might go, oh, I get 900 download. Well, you're not going to get 900 when you're doing it off-site, because your upload is, if you're with Comcast, your upload's only going to be 40. So the best you can do is 40 megabits that you're going to be able to come over there. So that's the best you can do. You ain't going to be getting the 900 down. Unless you get 900 up, 900 down, then there's a good chance you can do that. As long as the place you're at, too, has the same stuff too. So I mean, it takes a little of both. You know, you got to have good there and good there if you want your full speed, or at least the same on both ends. But yeah, it works great. I mean, no problems whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, I can access my server and put files onto it from my house, and it works great. Now, if you're at home and you're doing this, dude, it's as good as your internet connection or your Wi-Fi area. How good of Wi-Fi you're getting in wherever you're doing, or if I have direct connect, then it's just as good. I mean, there's no latency or whatever. It all depends on the your interface you're doing to your NAS. So if you have a 10 gig connection, boom, you'll get this done quick. And if you have a 1 gig, 2.5, or a 5 gig connection, a gigabit, I should say, not gigabit. But yeah, so that's why a lot of people at home like, well, I have 10 gigabit at my house. So like, well, why does that matter? Your internet's not even that much. Yeah, but I do a lot of stuff on my server, and I want to transfer files. And most people, when somebody says, "Oh, you don't need 10 gigabit," like, "Oh, you never transferred a 1 gig file," because 10 gigabit is 1 gigabyte of transfer speed. So just giving you a heads up, if people try, I don't know how many people I say, well, my internet doesn't even get there, so that's stupid. I'm like, no, it's not about the internet. I mean, it would be cool, but it's not about that. It's about how fast I can transfer big files. And don't get me wrong, dude, it's the 20th century. Trust me, gig files are as common as anybody can imagine. And with games, 100 gigs and 200 gigs in some of these games, it makes sense. But stop. I'll stop rambling. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and hey, the most important thing is that you and your family are having a rock and rolling day. Peace out.